What's up, what's up, what's up, people? How's everybody doing? Player Pass episode, what are we at, 35 or 34?
I don't know, but we're getting close
35.
to 40.
We're at 35. Episode 35. All right. And even on my temporary channel, I'd like to thank everyone for jumping over here on this temporary channel. Hopefully, I will be off restriction from YouTube after tomorrow evening when they gave me a 7-day bad boy thing for a video I did early 2018. So, and I blame Andrew because I think we were talking about the NFL, and I think it was his fault for us talking about the NFL. So I'll have to blame him.
What?
Yeah, Andrew. Well, yeah. We definitely Andrew wasn't talking about the NFL. So, yeah. So we'll see. Hopefully, my channel doesn't get a second strike as soon as they let me off of this restriction. So thanks for everyone. I see Roger over there. Nice to join. Thank you for jumping over here. Sim, Eddie, thank you guys for joining. Patty, I saw Patty jumped in the show early. So yeah, Sim was in here early. So thanks for everyone being on here. I will say one of the movies that we're covering was Shrinking Sharon's movie. And she sent me a message just a little while ago. I saw that she's not going to be able to be on. She said something came up, so she wasn't able to join. So we'll still cover the movie, and then maybe next week, if she's able to come on, she can give us some thoughts on the movie. We'll see what happens. So, but she won't be on. So how is everybody in the panel? Miss Blue, how are you doing?
Good. Happy to be here.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Just beaming over there. Andrew?
Good. I need another drink though. I've finished.
I know
You just started it, didn't you?
We've been making a drink. And we got Alban.
Hey.
What's up? What's up,
people? I want to apologize to all the people who were in the southern area that are always wearing warm weather. I am so sorry that you guys got that snow. Really, I can't even imagine if I'm complaining about it. You know what I mean? But the people that are down south and you know they're not ready for that. You know, not even having heat. You know, normally.
Nah.
My heart goes out to you guys.
Welcome to climate change.
Hey, would somebody use some diesel trucks and get that global warming kicked back up?
I know. Kick it back up, man.
That was the worst thing.
Pandemic.
That was the worst thing scientists ever did was call it global warming because then we'd get it, cold. It was cold, and people would be like, "Oh well, look, there's no global warming. It's cold out." You're an idiot. People that said that, you're an idiot.
So, hey, Brad, thank you for joining us. So we got that. So we've got, hopefully everyone's doing well. I'm doing well. I had a long day at work, and I actually took a little nap and almost slept through the show.
Oh, oh.
Well, I was dozing on and off, and then just, when you're like in that, me sitting in my chair sleeping, and and I was kind of like, well, what time is it? And I'm like, whoa. And then I see Alban sent me messages. Are you on? So, but we're going to go ahead. We got 2 movies today. We got The Little Things with Denzel Washington and Jared Leto.
Jared
Leto. And then we have 13th Warrior with Antonio Banderas.
Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
So Montoya.
We might have some Fletcher Montoya in it. So we have those 2 movies. Well, I guess let's go ahead with 13th Warrior first, I guess, because maybe Sharon will jump on. I don't think so because she sent me that, but we'll just maybe hit it.
Or why don't we start with the other one first?
All right, well, we can do that. You said that. Eddie, did we have any tornadoes? The tornadoes were at the beach. Actually, kind of near where Blue and I have went last year. We went to the beach down at Carolina Beach. There were some tornadoes down there. some tornadoes down there. So nothing was here. We're actually waiting for a possible little bit of ice tomorrow. So we'll see. So we will, if you guys never seen the show before, what we're going to do is talk about these movies. The four of us will talk about it. And usually we would have whoever nominated that TV show or movie, they would be on the show too, but Shrink and Sharon's not able to be on today. And then what we'll do is once we're done with both movies, then we open up the panel for anybody that wants to jump on. And then you can kind of cover both movies when the people join. So if you don't feel comfortable about joining the show, as we're talking about the movie, post what you liked or didn't like about the movie over on the side, and I will throw it over here on the screen. And no further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the little things. Let me. I don't have my IMDb thing set up here, so let me share that.
And just so people are aware, if you hear any swearing, that's just my kid playing the new Call of Duty.
I was just about to say.
She's over there. What?
She's playing the new Call of Duty.
Doesn't she have her own room?
Yeah, but she doesn't have this game, and we're deciding whether or not she wants it for her birthday. So I'm letting her play mine.
Wait a minute.
What?
You bought it? I didn't know you bought it.
Yeah, Sean asked me to.
Wait. Whoa. Mm-hmm.
You can shove that right up. We don't have a joint account. I'll spend my money on Call of Duty if I want to spend my money on Call of Duty.
Oh, boy.
It's a good try, though.
Oh, boy.
Shit. Let's get on with the review.
Boy.
He likes to try pulling that card, and it's hilarious, especially because he's way over there.
I like to just poke it a little bit, just see.
Yep.
Hey, you got to do this, guys. It's a slow kind of like when you getting your grip.
No, you
grip
can't.
On your win. It's a slow grip.
Listen, Todd. You're not gonna win with her. I can tell you already.
Yeah.
All right. You're not gonna win. As much as I love you, brother, she's gonna beat you out. Okay. When you two are gonna be in a room together, I don't know. She's shorter than you too, right?
No.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm shorter. Yeah.
I think that she's gonna beat you up.
No, it'll be fine.
She's gonna beat you up when it comes to electronics. When it comes to electronics and blue, I listen.
Don't even bother.
Yeah, don't even try. Yeah, it's like don't even try.
Okay. You know what? It's good. Okay.
She might call me, like a hoarder. I think she's a hoarder with electronic devices.
Yep. True.
She really is. I can tell.
It's my jam.
Okay. I can see that.
That's all right. She's there. I'm here.
My brother-in-law asked me to get it. He's like, "You got to get it." I'm like, "No." He goes, "Get it. We'll play." I'm like, "Okay."
Jeez.
Done and done.
$60-some. All right.
Good luck.
Forgot it's Canadian. It's 120.
Oh,
all right.
Yeah.
So we've got so the little things. So that's what we're going to talk about today with little things. So who would like to be first? Any of you guys on the panel? Miss Blue would like to be first. Hey,
I'm so much faster.
Alban, did you have anything? Eddie said he wanted to see your shirt. What do you have something on your shirt today? Okay, so and I'm wearing my Christmas story shirt. So in case somebody asked, nobody asked about my shirt. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
So the little things, Miss Blue, go ahead.
Okay, so as you can see, it has a 6.3 rating on IMDb, and in my opinion, that is being generous. I did not like this movie. The funny thing about it is I had no problem with Denzel. Denzel's always solid. Jared Leto was solid. Scared the crap out of me with looks like he had a nose prosthetic and he had dark contacts in because he looked like himself, but he looked like a weasel, like a rat part of himself. There he is there. Yeah, he looked gross. Rami Malek there, the young cop, bugged the bejesus out of me. I was telling Todd as we were watching it, it was like look at his face. Prime example. It's like duck face selfie. He did that the whole movie. Whole movie, duck face selfie. And I'm like, oh my God, like it was killing me watching him. And I normally like him. Like he was fantastic when he played Freddie Mercury. You know, I thought he was great in that. But I think maybe that's where he picked that up from. You know, that one, I don't know.
No, because he has that in Mr. Robot.
It is again. It's like all the time. It's this weird duck
Maybe
face.
that's his mouth.
Yes, his
think
mouth.
so?
The amount of teeth that he has in his mouth. He has
Maybe, I don't know.
You get those special notes, you know.
Yeah, but it was just I was looking forward to this because it seemed really neat, you know, like a cop from a small town going back to the town where he used to be a cop, and you don't know the backstory of why he's not there anymore, and then you realize it has something to do with the new murders, had to do with old murders he was involved with. But you know he did something wrong, but you don't know what it is. So it's like, oh my God, this is gonna be cool. Except that then it just drags and drags and drags and drags right up to the very end. And you find out what it is he did that was wrong, which to me wasn't a huge deal. I mean, he shot her by accident. So it was kind of like there was all this tension for a zero payout. It felt like zero payout at the end of it. Even the fact that one thing that blew my mind is that you assume Jared Leto was the killer, but Denzel Washington had to find a barrette that looked like the girl's barrette in order to get the other cop feeling better about himself for killing him, which means he never found her barrette, which means the killer's still friggin' out there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
And let's just go about our business, and I'll go back to my town and he's hang out with in the pool. It's so stupid that I was just at the end of it, I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what a waste of my time. So sorry, Sharon, but oh Lordy, that was bad. All right, that's it for me.
All right. Anybody else? See Andrew raise his hand.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I can't believe that a director could get so many talented actors together and put them in such a shitty movie. Like, that story, what was going on with that? I agree with Shan. At the beginning, I was like, all right, this seems like it's going to be good. It's going somewhere. And then I was like, oh, right, it's going to get to the good bit soon. There's going to be something going on. They got to the murder scene, and then he's looking out. He's saying, oh, he goes over to the other buildings. He's like, all right, he must have been watching her from here. And then they just got on the trail of Jared Leto's character, which, by the way, he just looks so weird in this movie. He was like pot belly, and he was walking like he shit his pants, and he was so weird. And he acted quite creepy, which I was like, yeah, he is acting like a serial killer, or like he was a serial killer. But I just, like, when I met Rami Malek's character, I just thought they've totally messed up the messed up the casting, because he should have been the fucking serial killer, because he looked like one. Like he's got that look, hasn't he? It's just his face. He just looks like he could be a killer.
He looks guilty.
He does. It's so weird. He didn't play the arrogant, cocky cop very good. And I never liked it. I didn't like the partnership of him and
Denzel?
Denzel, yeah. I can't believe I couldn't remember his name. I just didn't believe them as working together. I didn't believe them as like a credible team of a young guy and an older cop, which you've seen in other movies before work pretty well. But this one, it's just like, there's just no chemistry there at all. It was just like actors getting paid to turn up and do this shit movie, and it's strange because it had a little bit of potential. Like the story, the way you thought it was going to go, it could have been really good. Like even these scenes, like what the fuck? Like who are those two? Because they explained who the girl was at the end of his bed because he accidentally shot her and killed her. But like, who are those two?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been nice to have a little backstory on what happened before. You know,
there was
flashbacks or something.
I think
Were those the girls
it kept
that were on the rock?
back, didn't it? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking it was. But
Again, we're guessing.
Yeah,
that's how I think it was. I think that's how it was. But it just went absolutely nowhere. It got to the point where they were interviewing Jared Leto, and he said, someone said that they had checked his history, and apparently he had confessed to a murder previously, but he didn't do it. He just knew all about the case and stuff like that. So straight away, they shouldn't have made him like. They should have obviously kept an eye on him because he was weird, but they shouldn't have like just thought straight away, oh, he's definitely the killer because he's already confessed, he's already lied about a murder that he didn't commit. And then this one, he takes him. I mean, that's another thing that really pisses off. Remy Malek's character, I met him outside with Denzel, and then Denzel went to get a coffee or something, and the guy's like, "So where you hid the girl who's the running girl? Because that's what he cares about. He just wants to find the girl who went running. Forget the first victim. It was just like he just wanted to find this woman because he'd met her parents, even though he totally fobbed the parents off when they first came into the police station, and he was like, oh well, have they found a corpse? No, it's just missing. Oh, well, so it's just another missing case. And then he walks straight past them and walks out. But now he cares. Now he cares about her and he wants to find her. He's like, where's the body? And he went, oh, I'll take you to her. Come on, follow me. And he just lets him walk across the street, get in his car. And he's like, come on, get in the car. But he's like, oh yeah, no problem. Like, I'm sure you're a serial killer, but I'm going to get in this car with you. Yeah, I've got a gun, but still, I don't know if you've got a gun in your car. I'll just get in the car with you. And he gets in the car with them. They drive off to a fucking desert. Is he not thinking to himself, am I going to get killed here by this person who I think's a serial killer? And obviously he takes the piss out of him, and he takes the mick out of him and that's when you know he's not the killer. Or you assume he's not the killer because he's like, oh, I think I buried it here. And then, oh, maybe I buried it here.
No, I buried it here.
And then the only person that fucking kills is the police officer. He murders him. He just fucking whacks him with a shovel. He kills him straight. At least Denzel's was an accidental shooting. Yeah, Denzel accidentally shot that woman. It was a great shot, but still, it was accidental. But Remy Malek is a blatant murderer. He should be in prison. He just whacked him with a shovel. He probably was innocent. He was probably just some fucking whack job. And then there was no payoff at all from it. There was no payoff at all. It's just like, it was just stupid. Mm-hmm. And that's the end of my review. It was just stupid. Thanks, Sharon.
All right.
Oh, boy. I love this movie. Okay, listen, everybody. I watched this, last week when, after the show, and I told the guys on the panel that, I completely forgot about the movie. I wrote down on my notes here a big what the fuck, because I couldn't understand this. I was like, what in the world am I watching? I had to go back and rewatch the spoiler for the movie to realize what the movie was again, because I put it so far out of my mind, and I'm just waiting for today to say this and no, I don't have to watch this movie.
Purge yourself, sir.
This was so bad, it had a great cast, but just like someone else said that, they cast Andrew said that they casted, Rami Malek as a cop when it really should have been Lita. I think that would have made more sense for the movie. There was things that were going on with, like, when they had the kid there who used to play in Kate and Alley. Can't remember his name. But they had, I guess they wanted him at one time first, and he basically asked for a lawyer, and they just stood questioned him, and and all this and on all this other, it would have been let off. You know what I mean? And it was so many holes. I thought in the movie that I just couldn't. I don't even want to talk about it. Well,
Robin, one of the things too is like you're just saying about the guy going to be getting off. It's like,
yeah, him. That
Denzel breaks it.
Hold on 1 second. Did you know that guy was in Kate and Alley?
No.
Did you guys watch Kate and Alley or not? Okay. I just like seeing when there's always like, other actors that I know from other shows and seeing them, because that kid, when he was a kid there, and then he ended up being in Oz and stuff like that. And I was like, oh wow, yeah, I remember him. But I'm sorry, Blue.
I was just gonna say, like, when Denzel sneaks into his house, Jared Leto's house, like, I mean, nothing they found in there would have been admissible in court anyway.
Right.
And then when Jared Leto calls the cops basically and says there's a cop down, you know what? Once Rami Malek noticed that the cops are actually in Jared Leto's house now, he should have called in a little tip and said, check the goddamn floorboard.
Hold on a second.
Now they had a reason to be in.
Are we still live with everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
No, because my other thing
wait,
is.
Yeah,
we are? Okay.
I think so. I still see the.
No, because on my TV, my TV had stopped with
Yeah, I still see 9 viewers.
Okay.
10 viewers. 10
Okay.
viewers.
27
right.
kills.
Anybody out on the side chat? Can you type something?
Yes, probably because you were dropping all them swear words.
Yeah,
So
I know.
But you won.
All right, Roger says everything's live.
Okay. Thank you, Roger.
You can play some more?
I don't know why my other thing here went out, but okay. I'm sorry to interrupt
I need
you.
to buy you a birthday present.
Bring Sid in.
I doubt Sid watched it. It's not Sid movie. All right, you done, Alvin?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah,
right.
I'm definitely done with it.
So-
Sharon, I'm sorry. I hate to do this to you and not like your movie, but this was it just didn't agree with me.
This could have been
Well,
one
what
that
I
you
did-
hadn't seen herself.
No, I don't think she had seen it because.
Oh,
she said,
okay. Then we all don't have to worry then.
No, I think she said she's seen it was out, and I said, well, hey, that's great that you picked it because we've seen it's available. I said I love it when just like I don't want to say Wonder Woman because I had seen Wonder Woman, but it was brand. All of us could watch it. So when she picked that, I liked it because it was something new and we could all talk about it. It'd be current movie for a change. One of the things about Denzel. He had to put on some weight for this. And did you see he had a big old belly? I mean, I was like, dang, Denzel, you've been eating, or is this right after Thanksgiving or something? Because he got like a 6-month baby going on. I mean, it was like a baby going on right there. So I thought that was kind of cute.
Yeah.
You did say something about, what was it, Remy's mouth. It is very weird. The blue lights, like when they went in for the murder scene where it was all staged, I really liked it when they were with the blue light and you're seeing all the blue, and they're looking, and then all of a sudden, boom, the power turned on and all the lights come on. I love that transition. It was kind of like a shock of what does a crime scene look like? What does a crime scene look like
Under a blue light versus
and then all of a
normal.
sudden, boom. I did like that. I thought that was a cool effect. But I do think that everybody's correct about this. And one of the things about this movie, if you look at the description of the movie, it says crime, drama, thriller. Well, there was a crime. That's true. There was some drama. I'm not sure how much, but there was some. But there was absolutely no thrill here. For a thriller, I'm expecting... I kept watching it thinking something's going to happen, something. Maybe the car thing, and you saw the picture where the 2 cars are side by side when Denzel's following him, and Jared kind of figures it out. Maybe that's the thrill because that was about as thrilling as it got right there. I found that to just be very anticlimactic. It's just so very just blah. Couple things that I did like about it. I did like Jared Leto in this. I thought he played a great creepy guy. As everybody said, I mean his creepy guy looking like a serial killer, kind of like a Manson looking mug. He looked it. So he played his part. I didn't like, as Blue said about when he called the cops in on that scene. Nobody saw Denzel climbing the roof of the building. I mean, everybody could see it. The cops didn't see that. I thought that, I'm like, you're playing this out pretty. I mean, maybe you should have just went and ran off the steps and out the back door or out a window. You climbed across the roof. So there was
That
so
wasn't
many.
Denzel. It wasn't Denzel. It was Spider-Man.
Yeah, with his invisible cloak on. So there were so many things that were just make you go, huh? The part where they talk about going out in the desert. Okay, so let's just accept that Remy's going to go with him out to the desert to find this girl's body. First of all, he drives him way out in the middle of nowhere. Okay. And then has him digging, which I'm thinking he's getting you digging all these holes to get you tired. And when you get tired, he's gonna get you. And how many times did you see Jared Leto walk right beside him?
Yeah, we're hidden behind him.
His gun's right there, and I'm thinking Jared's just gonna snatch that gun right out of your side.
Yeah. I thought he was making him basically dig his own grave.
Well, I thought he was trying to tire him out. Yeah.
Can I just point something out as well? Why was Rami Malek's character? Why was he digging? He had the gun. He's the police officer. Jared Leto is the suspect. Why is he digging the hole?
Totally true.
Well, remember he said he gave the shovel back to Jared, and Jared's like, no. I mean, it was like, okay, well, if you're not going to dig it, I guess I'll dig. I mean,
Well, I was thinking he's getting him to dig his own grave, and then secondly, I was thinking, remember when his Rami Malek's wife calls, and the guy says, your wife's on the phone. He's like, tell her I'll call her back. I thought maybe he was going to end up digging up his wife and kids. But no, that didn't even happen. See, I had so many better ideas than they did.
Yeah.
Yeah, in one lick to the head with the shovel killed him. I'm thinking, I watch a lot of UFC. It takes more than one lick to the head to kill somebody. So I didn't really like that.
How many shovels do you hit with in UFC?
But still, a head is a pretty tough thing. And then the other thing that kind of bugged me was how did Denzel know how to go and what road? You know what I mean? He was like a hound dog. He was a hound dog because he followed that car down this dirt roads and this and that. I'm thinking, really? So I did like that Sharon did pick this to be a movie since it's a current movie. We could talk about a current movie. The name of the movie, The Little Things, right? The Little Things. Denzel says that a couple times.
Yeah.
It's the little things. And the end of the movie, because he says it kind of towards the end, I'm thinking, so you're going to name this movie The Little Things. It really didn't all come together, the little things. I mean, maybe there's little things that we're all missing, and that's how we don't get the movie. Because the little thing that I saw was that this movie was missing a lot of little things. I thought that it was, again, the ending was, so it made you just go, huh? So yeah, that's me. 6.3, I think is a little bit,
generous.
I think that's generous. I think that's a generous thing there. 6.3. I think it's not a terrible movie by no means. People have asked me at my work, what did I think? I'm like, not good, not horrible. Not a good movie, not a bad movie, but just
If the ending was better, it could have been an okay movie.
Yeah. Instead of them making you waste your time.
Yeah. And I think everyone else is kind of expecting more from a movie.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people. I think that you saw the cast and we saw a preview. Ooh, this could be good. Yeah.
I wonder what they spent on it.
Yeah, I think. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure when Roger comes on, he'll be able to tell us how much they spent, and probably that they spent all the money on the actors and none on the screenplay.
Yeah,
so
look at up Roger.
Yeah, Roger's probably already on it. So we're going to talk about that. So you guys, we're going to move to the next movie, and so the panel will talk about the next movie, 13th Warrior, and then we will post the link for you guys to join the show, and you can let us know what you think about both the movies. So our next movie was the 13th Warrior, which was a pick by our own Miss Blue.
Change the banner.
Yep, getting ready. So, Blue, do you want to be first or last?
I'll go last. I'm curious to see what you guys think. I got a soft spot for this movie, but I know it's not the best in the world, but I still got a soft spot for it. So go ahead and be honest.
Okay, I guess I'll go.
Oh,
Unless
you go. You know, I'm
I'll go.
I'm gonna
Unless
hang
Andrew
back.
wanted to go, or
I'm gonna hang back
No,
after,
no, I like
after she blasted me about spending money. Mm-hmm.
oh boy. Okay, so you want me to go?
Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. 13th Warrior. I liked it because I guess I got a soft spot for this movie also because I do like Antonio Banderas, and to see him, normally a guy that I would look at as he's like the Three Musketeer, like always like plays a strong part. I meant the Zorro, and to then see him like be the little guy in the bunch, on a tiny horse, I really like that. I like that aspect in the movie. Um, what did I write here? This little horse. Well, when they were fighting they were fighting something, well, when they were fighting those uh where those other people, and
Mm-hmm.
he goes, I was wrong, these are not men, because they thought that they were men, but meanwhile they
Well, they thought they were
no,
spirits at
these
first.
are what, yeah, they thought they were what.
Spirits. Remember, they
Yeah,
thought they were demons, but
yeah,
Antonio says no, they're men.
no, they're men. Yeah. uh Sometimes it was kind of confusing in the movie, but the ending, you know, is, like I said, I like Antonio, but the ending of the movie, I was like, because I don't remember, I haven't watched it in a while. When all he does is just get back on his ship and sail away, and I'm like, maybe I was real young when I watched it, but I still like the movie. It's I don't know with how early it was in his career when this came out.
99.
99. I'm trying to think how much stuff he did before it.
Hold on. Let's take a look. Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. All right. So he started 82.
In 82.
That's all foreign.
By the way, his character though was a real guy.
Right.
Like that was an actual guy. Ahmed Ibn Fahalad, which I thought was cool.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. He's been in so many things. The first thing I ever saw him in where I fell in love with him was Desperado.
Oh yeah, that was good too.
Desperado.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Oh my god.
do your senses?
But I mean, he got on the ship to go home because he were done and he was going
Yeah.
home. He wasn't from there. He just went there because he had to.
Right, but it just felt like it was they just cut you off, and okay, we spend enough time on the movie, you know what I mean? Or they reached their hour and a half or whatever, and said, okay, have a nice day. That's what
right.
way I felt that they how they ended it. I wanted more, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but I
they
like
killed
the movie
the two. They killed the two people they needed to. They killed the will.
Right.
They didn't have the will without them.
Right.
Actually, and this was a Michael Crichton, eh? Michael Crichton.
Yeah. Mike Crichton's good.
Yeah, I like his stuff. It was. I think the book is called Eaters of the Dead. Actually.
Okay. All right. Next, you gonna go, Andrew, or are you gonna?
Yeah, Andrew. Andrew, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go. I like this movie. It's something about, I've never watched this before, but there's something about these types of movies that I just really like, and I think it's because when I was younger, I used to watch these kind of things with my dad all the time on the end. These are the kind of movies that I just like to sit with my dad and watch, and just because he loves this type of stuff, loves all this like type of like Viking type stuff, and obviously loves all John Wayne's and stuff like that. But these kind of movies just made us feel like I was a kid again watching it with me dad. I did find it funny at the start though when Antonio Banderas is like narrating at the start, because because obviously you don't see him when he's narrating, and the only image I had in my head was Puss in Boots. I just kept thinking of Puss in Boots when he was narrating it, because that's all I could like see when I could hear his voice. I was like, oh my god, Puss in Boots is in this. I just like, I don't know.
Shows how young you are. Yeah.
That's the first.
No, that's because he's.
Yeah,
He watched cartoons as kids.
I loved Puss in Boots.
I know him from other movies before Puss in Boots, but it's just Puss in Boots was the first thing that popped into my head, because Puss in Boots narrates in the Trakt movie. It just made us laugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it. I really did. I liked it. I liked the story of just like he's been banished from, well, he's kind of not, he's sort of been banished because he's in love with this the wife of somebody, I don't remember what it was, somebody high up. So he got, instead of being like really banished, he got like sent out to be an ambassador to go halfway across to the north or something. And on the way they bump into these Viking type people. Yeah, and they kind of like I don't know, they just meet up with them and they start like having like just start trying to get a relationship, or if he's just like greeting them and they're just like in passing. Puss in Boots is the best character in Shrek, that's true. And then obviously the little kid comes in and is like, oh, I'm such and such's son. I've been sent to, because my father needs your help with this mystical group of people which they make out to be like beasts and like not of this world type characters. And then there's like 13 of them will say, yeah, we're going to go, or 12. And then you see them all stand up and they're all speaking in, is it like Norwegian? Because I'm assuming it is because they're like Vikings. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Shan, you'll know.
I'm not sure what the language was, to be honest.
I think what they did was like, how they do that with movies. They'll keep talking in the main language and then they slowly, It
was neat the way they did it.
Yeah. It's like how they did
that. Yeah, I was just...
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Andrew.
Oh, sorry. I thought he was still talking. I don't know if Is everything good?
Yeah.
Everybody stop.
Oh, just like Auburn was talking and then he kind of like stopped. And I was like, did you finish talking? And then you went, go ahead, Andrew.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, I will go ahead. Yeah, so they all stand up and and you could tell they're saying, "I'll go. I'll be the first. I'll be the second. I'll be the third," and so on and so forth. And then they get Antonio Banderas is like he's translator turns around to him and said, "Oh, they said the 13th warrior has to be someone not from the north," which obviously is him. So he goes along. And when he went, I thought, oh, he's going to take his interpreter with him, because how we're going to understand what they're saying if he doesn't go. And he's like, oh, yeah, good luck on your journey and stuff. And I was like, oh, right. So is there going to be subtitles? But like Shan was about to say before, the way they did it was really well put together. The way they did it, they translated it to English was where he's sitting watching them all talking in their language, and then the words start repeating. Everything they say, they repeat it twice. And at first I thought, oh, what's going on with the stream? Is it because it was just repeating every word? And then you slowly see their mouths change to speaking to English. And then he understands what they said about his mother, and he says something about his mother. And they're like, how do you understand her? And he's like, because I listened. So I liked how they just slowly like transitioned it into English, and it didn't look stupid.
Exactly.
The fighting, yeah, and when they got to the place and they were on about the glowing worm that comes down, I was like, what the and they were just like, I thought, right, that's stupid. But then and I think Antonio Banderas' character was like, I don't believe in dragons. So I was like, all right, so they're saying it's like a dragon, and they're assuming it's a dragon. But it turns out it's just all the people with their torches, it did look pretty cool. And they're coming down the mountain through the mist with the torches. I loved all the
Andrew,
fight scenes. I love how they went to their.
Sorry, can I interrupt for just 1 second? Just with a silly story.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've watched this movie in our family a million times, and when we head to Toronto, there's one section of the highway where it's windy, and when it's really really busy and it's nighttime, it's all the brake lights, and every time we hit that section, I'm always like, oh look, it's the fire verm. Every time because of this movie.
Yeah. I like how Antonio Banderas was the character. His character wasn't like obviously he's the main guy. He's the main guy, but he's not the guy in the movie. Really, it's the head of the blonde guy, the guy who's in charge of the 13 the other 12 warriors. He's really the main character. That's what I took from it. I took like he's the main character from it, and he's the one that. And I liked it was like he was the one that killed the mother of the tribe, because it's just a tribe of like cannibals, really, wasn't it? That wanted them to think they were like bears or something like that. I liked how Antonio Banderas' character was the one that figured out, oh, they're just dressing up like bears and acting like bears to scare people. And where do bears go? Like where bears live and like in a cave. Now he kind of figured out that. Yeah. But it was the other guy. It was this guy, the blonde guy, the guy that looked like the oil painting out of Ghostbusters 2. That's what he reminded me of.
Totally true.
He yeah, that's the picture I got in my head for that as well. So it's like, it's a guy with Ghostbusters Puss in Boots with a million people. But I liked how it was the blonde. I liked how it was the blonde guy that got the important kills. Like he killed the queen and he killed the guy with the horns. And they did this brilliant thing at the end where he just like he's been cut by the poison or whatever it was, but he did all that fighting, and then he just sits down with his dog and he just puts his sword in the ground and he just sits in like a chair, and it looks like a throne, and that's just how he dies. He just like dies like sitting in like a throne like position because he'd done his work, and then he died. And I think that the bit at the end, I didn't think, oh, this is like a rushed ending. I thought, like, yeah, the guy's done his mission, and now Antonio Banderas is going to go back to doing what he was doing before he previously met them. But obviously he made an alliance, which is what he was supposed to be doing in the first place, was going across to the north and making alliances with different places. So it kind of made sense to me. The only gripe I had with it was I thought it was way too easy for them to just kill the bad guys. It was just too easy. It just didn't seem like a challenge at all. It just like they had a few fights, a couple of close calls. Some of them got their heads ripped off, but he easily killed the woman, and he easily killed the guy with the horns, and that was it. So that was my only problems with it. But other than that, I thought it was good. I enjoyed it.
All right.
Good luck trying to get any more points out of this one, boys.
Okay. I agree with Andrew about the nice transition on the speaking their language. I thought that was a very unique way that they did it. I also think that Antonio Banderas looks sexy as a mofo with his eyeliner on. I was like, dang, I'd almost do him with his eyeliner on. I mean, he was... I don't know, something about it. And when he was checking that chick out there that got him kicked out, and as the beach says, don't be looking at some other man's woman because you're going to get yourself shipped away to the fireworm. That's right, because he was checking her out and she was checking him out. And they'd been doing the other worm if he'd have been staying in the palace. So that's why he had to go. So the movie reminds me, the storyline's not like Braveheart or some of these, but it has that feel, or of the TV show Vikings, because the Viking lore in their belief system and the gods and all that stuff, it just has a different feel to it. So I like that feel of it. The fireworm kind of thing, I thought was very interesting when they came down the hill. One of the things I wondered about is it had to kill a lot of damn bears to get everybody to have a bear's head on. You know?
But like I said to you, based on the number of skulls they found, this tribe's been around a long time.
That's a lot of damn bears. Let me just say that. A lot. I mean, because everybody had a bear head on.
Honey, it's not, when you think about it, it's not like today where there's no place for bears to actually live because we built houses everywhere.
Yeah, and the hill was full. And the other question I had is when the leader guy died, how did the rest of them in the back of the pack? No, like they blew the horn. They said the game's over. Game's over. 90 minutes. Game's over.
That's what. But to me, that's what's neat about it. But that's what's neat about the movie is that it's like part real, part myth. Like they believed in a dragon. Yeah, they believed in the mother being, like they wouldn't even touch that statue of her. So it's like when the guy screamed, it was like I don't know. It's kind of fantastical too.
I know. I'm just messing, but it's I love the action part. The fighting scenes, great. I love the fighting scenes. I love Antonio Banderas. Could not use a real Viking sword. He had to cut his down because he's a little bit of a weakling. He's a little smaller guy like me, so he had to have a smaller sword. But he was badass with it, so I can't blame him for that. So I'll say this about this movie. So, do y'all have a Walmart around you? A Walmart
who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, even in UK, I'm sure y'all got Walmarts. So if y'all ever roll back there,
the UK equivalent.
You ever roll back there towards the audio video department? When you head back there where the TVs and all that stuff is. They have that big old bin that has all those DVDs in a big box, and it's like you can get 3 DVDs for $10 or whatever it is. You find this movie right there.
Oh yeah.
Now, not to say it's a bad movie. But it's one of those movies that's you're gonna find it, and if you look through the bargain bin of
it wasn't a blockbuster.
Yeah, you're gonna find this is good. This has got some good parts to it. And so
this one will be lying on the top, and little things will be right at the bottom.
Or no, little things might be at the top where everyone's like, no, not that one, not that one. So I think that there's a lot of points I liked about the movie, the action. The fighting scenes, Antonio Banderas. I loved his eyeliner. I think he looked really good in it. I thought that the story about the Vikings. I love Vikings, so when they get into that, I really love that. But there is a lot of little plot holes that I can chop up, and that's fine. That's fine. But I'm just playing. I'm just being for fun. But it was a good movie, but. It could have used a little bit different stuff, but if you want the action, it's there. But also the other thing is everyone was riding a damn horse down the hill, right? When they went up the hill, the horses would have been everywhere, but you didn't see a damn horse before they went in the cave. Where'd they keep all them horses? Just a question. All right, so sorry, not you know me. All right, Miss Blue, love you.
Yeah, I know you do, honey. I love this movie. This is one of my favorites. I've probably seen it 40 times. I think what I like about it is my dad was Swedish, and I've always had a thing for Norse mythology growing up. So I like the way they look at things, where the best thing that you can do as a warrior is to die in battle. Because if you die bravely, then you end up basically with Odin. You're celebrating, drinking, screwing, fighting, waking up the next day. And that when Ragnarok, which is kind of funny because if anybody's seen Thor now, you kind of have an idea of Ragnarok, which is essentially the end of the world. But you get to fight alongside Odin at the end of the world. So it's like, it's neat how their belief system is, in that there's no point in hiding. You might as well fight. And the guy even said, basically, like, your line has been made already. You can do whatever you want, but you're going to die when you're going to die. So there's no point in being afraid of it. So I've always loved that. I love the lo, though I do see my father, lo, though I do see my mother. I love that. I know it word for word. And it's got a special place in my heart. I've always liked the idea of a small group of people against a big force, just like Seven Samurai, stuff like that, where it was that to me, I don't know, I find it cool. I like that Antonio Banderas' character wasn't like a Superman, that he was just this kind of quiet
Little guy.
yeah, no, and not very, not a fighter, not a whatever, and he ends up going with them and ends up helping. I like everything about this movie. Yes, it's got some cheesy stuff, and it's got some, one time they have blood on their face, and the next moment they don't. I don't care. I don't care about that. I just I got a soft spot for it, and I mean, I love it too, because the funny thing is I told Todd this. The guy who's really funny, the blonde guy that's very, very funny, looks exactly like my dad. But my dad wasn't a very jovial person. He wasn't mean by any, but he was more like Bulvi, like the leader, that stoic. My dad was like Bulvi, but looked exactly like the other guy. Todd, can you put his face up? The guy looks like my dad. The one that
I don't.
brother.
Oh, yeah.
I think his name is Herger the Joyous or something like that.
Ergus.
Him. That's
okay.
my dad looked like. My dad passed away quite a few years ago. But I think that's probably another one of the reasons I like this movie so much, is it reminds me of my dad. But yeah, I obviously I like it because I picked it. So let's bring everybody on and see what they think.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and post this in the chat that you guys posted in here. I'll also post it in my pop-up chat.
And it's also in
Be right back.
in Telegram. The poll is up.
Okay, so the poll is up. The other thing is Andrew or Alban, if one of you guys can give me the URL for an invite code, because whenever I try to find the invite code, I can't ever find it, because I want to put it in the show notes in case somebody wants to join the group. It's not in the pinned post or nothing. So if we can do that for the Telegram group, it'd make it easier when I'm wanting to post it to these type of platforms. Get my. All right. I heard somebody pop in. I hear Roger. All right. Roger's here. Eddie's here. Hey. Welcome. What's up, bud?
Hey, everybody. I hope they all had a good week.
Yeah. How you doing?
Well, I finished the movies Wednesday night last week. I don't even know why I did it. I watched
Life of a Retired Man.
But then I was bored all week. I had nothing to do all week. So
you find other stuff there,
I did. I watched a lot of stuff, trust me.
There you go.
But let's see. Let's start with the Little Things, which was a bad movie. It just was bad for all the reasons that everybody listed before me. And I hate to do it every week, but it just comes down to lazy Hollywood script writers, because this movie had great production values, great actors, everything except a script. And unfortunately, the script ruined it again. And I did look to see what the budget on this movie was, and it's undisclosed. So they don't want to say. No, they spent a lot of money on this turd.
Well, and also it couldn't be released at the theaters. So with wait, hold on, he's still here. His device was all right. I'm waiting for him. Once he sorts his device, it'll pop back. It says device not recognized. So yeah, I think with it being COVID stuff, they're not able to. They're not able to make money like they would if this would have been released in Hollywood.
No, but I mean, a budget, they should still know how much it costs to make, just not how much it cost, like it got back.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah, he looks like it says he's trying to connect his mic, or so he might have kicked back up. All right, so he left. All right, so Eddie. Whoa, the beach was here, but then he left. Okay, hold on. Roger's back.
Sorry about that. Roger's back. I have a USB that's freaking out and kicking my headset off line every now and then. So anyway, the Little Things. I'm glad Sharon's not here, and I believe she did not watch this movie, so I don't feel so bad as to rag on it. But it was a bad movie. In the 13th Warrior, I enjoyed twice as much as the little things. The only thing that gave me pause, and Todd already brought it up, and he liked it. I did not like it. I did not like Antonio's guy liner. So that gave me a little pause. And also, this was in 1990, 94, 99.
99.
So this was when Antonio was just breaking into Hollywood, and just a beautiful kid, and but why force him to be an Arab? He was obviously a Spaniard, and they're calling him the Arab.
We don't know no difference. They're white folks. They don't know. No difference.
Yeah. So
it's true. They found an actor with darker skin and went with it.
Yeah.
Right.
He's an Arab.
So I mean, they could have very easily have made his character from Spain, but no. Let's just stick with.
No, but Roger, this is an actual like based on a true story, right?
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, he's an actual real guy.
Okay. Well, all right. So there probably weren't a whole lot of Muslim people around in 99 to play the role, I guess. I don't know.
They were running short.
They're running short on Muslims, yeah, in 99.
Yeah. Oh, look at there. See, there's his eyeliner. Look at there.
Yeah,
see.
That just killed me. That just killed me. There was one scene before they left the Middle East where they pan in on his face and get real close to his face, and he's so sexy and just got the best eyeliner on. I don't know who was applying eyeliner back in the 18th century, but they did a great job. But that's about all I have. You guys took all the good points. But yeah, that's about it for me this week.
All right, thank you, Roger. Eddie, what's up, sir?
How's everybody? Okay, little things. I got my hopes up too high for that one. Jesus, Murphy. Denzel, I thought, I said, hey, here it is. You got another hit maker with Denzel. I liked it a little bit. The only person was it Mako?
Who? The cop?
The detective.
Rami Malek.
Yeah, he got on my nerves. His face is like he needed somebody to slap him upside the head.
Yeah. That it wasn't just me.
No, there was a few holes in this movie. Driving out in the desert to dig a bunch of holes. Like out in the desert, if you're out in the desert, like if you have your lights on in your car, it's going to be like it lights up like a Christmas tree, Mm-hmm. But these guys are out there digging holes, and as soon as he finishes one hole, he says, "Oh no, wait a minute, let's go do this hole here." Like I was in the idea that he was going to shoot him, just cover up the hole and drive away. But my expectations were a little bit too high, so I like it a little bit. But next time, if I see another one of Denzel Washington, I'm going to have to really study it.
Hey, we've talked about it in the past where we've has Denzel put out a bad movie? We've had those discussions. It's like, certain actors, you think, oh, this is definitely going to be.
Maybe the belly turned me off. He had a belly on him.
Yeah, he did.
But didn't he have a belly in that other movie? There was another movie. Was the one with the train? Didn't he have a belly in that one?
Yeah,
there was a movie he did.
Was that Deja Vu?
No, Deja Vu. I don't think he had a belly. I don't think that was a train one. When he was a train conductor.
Unstoppable.
The one with
Was it Unstoppable? No.
Yeah. I think you're right, Andrew.
Well, yeah, 2010. Yeah, but see, Little Things is 2000. So Equalizer 2 was before this one. Roman J. Israel was the movie before that.
Yeah.
Fences before
I've
that.
got another question about the digging of the holes.
Okay.
This guy's a police officer, right? Like he's obviously he's probably seen dead like bodies before, and he's been to grave sites of where people have been buried before. Did he not think when they went to this desert, surely there can't be anybody buried here because there was no like usually. I'm no expert, but usually if someone's been buried, the soil you could see where the soil's been
The
turned
difference
over,
in texture.
Yeah, been
and
disturbed.
it was just flat, dry sand
It was
or
like a
dirt
sand
or whatever.
pit. That's what it was like.
Like there was no evidence of any digging.
Mm-hmm.
Well, another thing about that part of the movie, this guy's a desk jockey. He works at a desk. After the first hole, his hands would have been bleeding. They would have been tore up.
Yeah, need some
Yeah.
gloves. Anybody that dug holes with a shovel,
Yeah.
it don't take long before the calluses start busting.
Well, and that's like basically like hard. That's like hard sand that he was digging.
Why do you think he hit him with the shovel?
Yeah.
He was pissed off because he didn't find any bodies.
All right, sorry, Eddie, go ahead.
Okay, 13 Warriors. Okay, I couldn't get into this one. I don't know why. I started watching it when I saw the Viking ship going on the river, and I said, okay, this is going to be good because I'm started to compare it with the Vikings, the TV episode. So I'm starting watching and finally, I don't know, something happened. I fell asleep. So I seen the end of the movie, and I started to watch it again today, and I still couldn't get into it. You know, I don't know. There was something about it that just didn't turn me on, you know. But maybe I should try a third time.
No, it's okay.
Yeah.
No,
Put
it's
some
okay.
toothpicks in my eyes to keep it open. No, excuse me, but I couldn't get into this one.
Oh, no worries with that.
No worries.
It's all good. We liked it. What about we got Mr. Dub Beach? Welcome back.
Hey.
Well, I'm getting my money's worth out of my $13.98 cam, so I'm using every
Hey,
damn
we
bit of it
heard
I
about
can
the
get.
$13.98 that he done spent on a cam for
That's
playing
right.
Pass.
The little things. It started out with the girl going down in the car and the chase and everything. It's like, ooh, this might be a good movie. And then 20 minutes later, God, this movie sucks. You know, but keep watching it so you can comment on it. And then about the only other exciting thing is when Rami Malek hits the guy with the shovel.
Yeah.
And so it just sucked. And Andrew's point about the hell, if I would have been digging holes, I would say, okay, you buried it. You don't, you show me where the body is. So it just wasn't, it's a pass all day for me. But the best thing is I watched the little things first, then I watched the 13th Warrior right after it. So Blue, the 13th Warrior was the best movie I've seen all freaking year after doing my double feature. I mean, the 13th Warrior compared to, the Warriors should have gone back to the little things and killed all those characters to make it more interesting. So it kind of, for me, I was a huge Game of Thrones fan, so it kind of gave me a vibe of that with some of the battle scenes and stuff. And the one thing that I kept thinking about when they went into the cave, that cave must have smelled so freaking bad. Think about it. They're all living underground. Okay, there's a pile of freaking skeletons there. Okay, Where did they keep all the horses? Or are they underground too? So, like when the lady's scratching with the claw thing, what was that? Just the claw from scraping all the crap off the floor, and his wound got infected and he died.
Yeah.
So,
I think it was poison. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously, but it just goes back to my whole thought of, God, that place must have smelled bad. So, like I said, I watched it right after the Little Things, so it's the best freaking movie I've seen this year. So there you go. My 2 cents.
Oh, that's great. Well, we lost Eddie. We lost Roger again. He'll be back.
Oh.
His USB thing, yeah, because it says device is not connected, so he'll be back.
Oh.
So great great comments. I love that. We'll kind of just roll with that. So yeah, there was a lot of, and I told Blue one of the other things that bugged me. I'm like, when they go through caves, people get. I'm like, how did they snuck past everybody? I mean,
I know.
I don't know. I mean, I think
It's a movie, honey. It's a movie. It would have sucked if the second they walked in the cave, they got discovered.
Yeah, I guess it would have.
No, I think if they
Lord of the Rings
would have
had
been
that.
better.
Lord of the Rings had that cloak that you could put over you when you're invisible. They should have thrown that cloak.
No, that was Harry
That's
Potter.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Oh, Lord of the Rings had it too. Remember? No, Lord of the Rings.
No, they
No,
wore
his ring
cloak.
turned him invisible, babe.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
wasn't a
maybe
cloak.
they needed the ring. They needed the ring. Put that on, and everyone hold hands.
So we're gonna watch the Lord of the Rings again.
Lordy.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Lord of the Rings, like people have been talking about Justice League Snyder Cut and how it's 4 hours long, and people are like, oh my God, that's so long. And I'm thinking, that's just a Lord of the Rings movie, man. Like,
All
if
right.
you got the extended cuts of those, they're all 4 hours and longer.
Okay. Let's
Just
just say
also
this.
on the little things, it cost like $30 million to make, and it made like 17.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, where are they? They're think
I don't
about
know
this.
how it made 17.
The movie company. Well, you probably sold it to HBO or something like
Maybe,
that.
yeah.
What's funny is the script. That script was written in 1993.
Oh, Jesus.
Originally, Steven Spielberg was going to direct it, but he said it was too dark for him. Which, I mean, he probably read the script and go, "Boy, this thing's a freaking turd."
Either that or the actual original script was good and it was like dark. Maybe they showed more shit, and that whoever made it this time cut a lot of the important shit out of it.
Yeah.
Well, what
There was
happened
no
is
thrill.
it originally Steven Spielberg, then Clint Eastwood, Warren Beatty, Danny DeVito.
Wow.
They were going to do. They all turned down. So finally, the guy who wrote the script is the one who directed the movie. So that's probably
That's
why it's so freaking bad. If they would have had a decent director who had a little more insight into the script, it might have been better.
I was like, yeah, that was a doozy.
Yeah, it was.
That's the thing about you can't get pumped up about movies, and that was what about this Justice League thing. I'm telling you, guys, do not get pumped up for that movie.
But you know what, though, hon?
First of all, it's DC. Can I say? Do I need to say
No,
anything else?
but
Yeah.
babe, it's got to be better than what it was, even if it's
Exactly.
not
Better. Okay, so
better than what it was.
You have a turd here, which is bad.
No, but
one step up is still close.
No,
to it.
but the thing is, though, like you have all these fans' reactions to it, what they liked and what they didn't like. So you know what he's done? He's taken out the shit people didn't like and fixed
Wonder
it.
Woman?
I'm sure every single director in the world would like a second go at
You're
one
right.
of their movies that
And
didn't do well.
But I think that I just set
Gotta
your
be better.
expectations low.
Gotta be
Eddie
better.
said it. And the next Denzel movie, he's like thinking this is going to be a 3. So anything above a 3 is always a better than you were expecting.
Yeah.
It just sucks though because Denzel is always good. Like he
His
was good in this.
acting in
It's
this
just
movie
the
was
script
good.
was garbage, but he was good as acting.
Yeah, his acting was
Yeah.
good.
And Jared, I really liked. I really
Jared Leto
disliked
was
him.
awesome.
I really disliked him. So when you have a bad guy or the
Yeah, that you hate.
the heel in a movie and you dislike them, they've actually done their part because
Exactly.
you hate them. And I'm
Exactly.
like, he's doing his good job because I really
Hate him.
dislike him. He's creepy.
He was
I
totally
mean,
great.
You know
And-
he's totally method acting, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I guess Denzel wouldn't even talk to him on set. He was so freaking weird on set. Denzel would have nothing to do with him on set.
Yeah. Denzel's like, talk to me 2 months after we're done shooting.
Yep.
So all right, so we'll go ahead, folks on the side chat. Which I mean, we don't have a ton of people here because of this being my my old channel or a side channel. Put it on their player pass for anybody that's not on the panel because I'm not sure who's still here. Maybe Patty's still here. Maybe Diane.
There's 7 and there's 7 of us here. 7 watching and
I
there's
see
7.
8 people watching. 8 people
I do
watching. So yeah, we'll see who's watching. Yeah, player pass for both movies, just right in there. You just write a little thing, and we'll go through the panel on this. Andrew, you're at the bottom here, so I will let you play or pass on the little things.
That's a pass.
That's a pass. All right, so we got a pass. All right, so I gotta come on my notes. All right, Eddie, play or pass on
A little thing?
things.
Yeah, I'll give it a soft pass. A soft play.
Soft play.
Ooh, look out. Look at you now.
Yeah, it's a soft play. I'm saying it's not really that bad, but like I said, I'm going on my hopes were a little bit too high, but like I said, knock it down. And it's a
Yeah, expect
it's a
nothing.
play.
Yeah, except low. Okay, all right. So, the beach for the little things.
Pass.
Okay, pass. Roger, little things.
Pass. 100% pass on that one.
Pass. All right. Blue.
Yep, I passed on it, and I told my mother to pass on it.
Mom, don't even
And
bother.
that was it. I said,
You know?
don't bother.
All right, Alban.
To pass for me, and I got a letter out to Denzel, tell him to make sure he reads scripts from now on.
Okay, and I'm going to give it a pass. And I know Sharon picked this as a current movie. I don't think she'd seen it yet, so hey, Sharon, stick to that story. You hadn't seen it.
Yeah, stick to that story. And we'll all forgive you.
Yeah, so and I also put in the side chats, you guys, if you'd like to join the Telegram group, which I think everybody in there has been in Telegram group. So
And you can vote there now.
yep, you can vote there. So Andrew, on the 13th Warrior, what do you think? Play or pass?
Play it. Play.
Play. All right, Eddie.
Oh, like I said, I couldn't get into it. I have to give it a pass.
Pass on Mr. Eddie. The beach.
Play.
Play from the beach. Roger.
Eyeliner play.
All right, you can play with that. Then Miss Blue.
I'm a play.
She's a play on this one since she did pick it.
Yeah.
Auburn.
It's a play for me.
It's a play for Auburn. And I'm going to give it, even though I love my honey, I'm going to give it a very soft play. If you like the war scenes, it was good. Some of the other stuff, not so good, but it's a play-ish. But on
Okay,
the soft.
I got a question. Have we had a movie yet where the person who picked the movie passed on it after? Andrew, did you pass on any of yours?
I didn't pass on Child 44.
I'm almost positive.
I don't think I passed on Child 44.
You didn't pass on Child?
I don't think so.
Really?
I love how she went straight to me. She went
like
straight
the
to me.
movie.
Have you passed on any of yours, Andrew?
Well, I know that you. The reason that I was thinking about is what was the one there with Josh Hartnett, the Faculty? Because I think even you said after, like, oh
Yeah,
it wasn't as good as I
And
remember.
I was a play on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a pass on it. But I remember
You and me both
he
said the same
passed on
thing.
it and I played it.
We both said the same thing.
Yeah, it was great when I was younger.
Okay, can we
Loved
just
it.
stop? How many episodes
It was
has it
my
been? Can we
first time
stop
seeing the
talking
movie.
about
I
the
liked
fact
it. So.
For God's sake, I made a mistake. Can we just let it
season
go?
one of this show. We got to stick to season 2. We're on season 2 now. You can't go back to season 1.
You made me watch that movie. I've never seen it before, and I liked
Child
it.
44 was awesome.
First time I watched it,
The Faculty was better than Child 44.
Well, I understand how you guys feel about it, but I thought it had a great cast and all this other stuff, and I said, oh, guys, still like the movie,
Okay, so Andrew is the only one who's passed
It's
on his
okay.
own movie.
It's okay. It's this week. The little things is surpassed everything, so it's good.
Yeah,
We're all good.
it was bad.
So now
Yeah.
that
One and that. What was the one that we picked? What was the one that we picked? And it was a new release, though. It was so nobody had actually seen it. The Jeffrey
The
Dean
one with-
Morgan one there.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the one with Tom
Oh,
Hanks.
oh,
That was the one where they go. There was like the well, it was another murder drama.
Brother
they
and
did.
sister.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were
serial
they were
killers.
killing serial killers.
Yeah, I
Something
might have.
mystery.
I think I might have nudged her to watch that one as well.
Yeah, that one was just a new one though. It wasn't like it was.
Yeah,
somebody's favorite
we were
movie.
like, oh, it's out. Let's watch it because that was when we were using Trakt, and we would see
Yeah.
what were the new releases. And we're like,
Yeah.
we'll watch that one. And
All
nobody.
right. So what
Maybe
do
we
we?
should start doing another extra credit in there again one of these
No,
days.
I have enough with 2.
Oh, you have enough with 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, one
It's my
question. We're
turn.
talking about long movies, right? Which was the longest movie you ever watched?
Longest movie I ever watched?
Mm.
Got to be Lord of the Rings because I
Yeah.
watch
Yeah,
all 3
yeah.
together, and that's
Yeah.
like 12 hours.
Yeah, I'm
No,
like
no,
that
one,
also.
just one movie. Not
Okay, but
one
that's
after the-
that's essentially one book, right? So it's
Yeah.
one movie to me.
Well, but yeah, I would say any of the Lord of the Ring movies because if
Yeah,
you watch,
especially you get a director's cut
Yeah,
version
pretty
of
long.
one of them.
they're pretty long.
yeah.
I'd have
Well,
to
the
say.
longest movie I watched was
They're so good.
Lawrence of Arabia, which was 4 hours.
Which
Yeah.
movie?
Lord of the Rings
Lawrence of
extended,
Arabia.
each one of them is over 4 hours long.
Right.
Each
Yeah.
one.
Well,
Lawrence of
Lawrence of
Arabia.
Arabia.
Or
Haven't
the
seen that in a long
longest,
time.
was it the longest day?
The longest day too. It was
Wasn't
Longest Day.
Cleopatra like really, really long?
Yeah, Cleopatra was pretty long also.
Yeah, you sound like a bunch of old guys.
That King Kong movie, that felt like it went on forever.
That's what I take the old movies that have like Spartacus and Gone with the Wind that they have intermissions in them. So
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
do is when I download them, I edit the intermission out so you don't have to sit there
I'm
for
okay to
10
sit.
minutes and listen to organ music.
See, I have no problem sitting for 4 hours to watch a movie. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, me
whatsoever.
neither.
No,
Some
you
people
don't.
get fidgety after an hour. Todd,
I start going like this.
I'll marathon a whole show. Like a whole season of a show.
Yeah, when I was there, it was like we get to the 3rd episode of a show, and I'm like, hold on. Yeah, I need a break. And she's like, oh, this is only on the 3rd, 4th episode.
Why we're gonna have 2 TVs?
Pump the brakes. I need a break. I gotta go walk around. I gotta go.
I'm gonna go tell you. Yeah, you know what? Just go play on your computer.
I need to do something
Wow.
different. My brain, I gotta do something different. My brain is like, no, it's too much.
Okay, so next week,
Next week.
hopefully I'm caught up here. From the looks of it, it looks like Eddie
Okay.
and Andrew.
Oh. You just changed my optics on what I was going to say. Oh, yeah.
Why is it gotta be always with
Poor
Andrew?
Andrew.
Mhm.
He's like,
Okay.
what's it?
For me, last week we watched the Brothers Grimsby,
Mhm.
and I told you it was nostalgic for me. So I went back and saw a movie that I always go to. Like it's my main movie. I go back when I get homesick about the UK. And it's called Family Way.
It's called
the
what?
reason why, Family Way.
Down the way?
Family way.
Family Way.
1966.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And the reason why I picked that
Oh,
movie
God.
because it was filmed in the town where I was born. And also the main actors in the Family Way is
There it is.
John Mills and his daughter Haley Mills. Haley
Okay.
Mills was very popular on Walt Disney. I think.
Yeah, she played the twins there. She played
Yeah.
twins even though she played each part.
But this was a good movie. I think she got a lot of credits for this movie, Family Way.
Cool.
Black and white. Do they have a colorized
hell.
version?
No, it's in color.
I was like looking at
thank
some of
God.
these screens. I'm like,
But also,
please, do we have Ted Turner? Can he make this color, please?
And Roger,
But,
just so you know, you're at 3 right now. So
Okay.
but also like Blue, your mother, did she watch the movies with?
sometimes.
She knows a lot about Coronation Street.
Oh God, yeah, she loves it.
Well, most of the scenes in what you're going to see in Family Way were in the old entrance, the old entrances of Coronation Street. The gasometers. She's going to see all those. All those are in that movie, and the town hall is there too. Also,
Right on.
Yeah, look at it. Just owned the Kansas City Films Critics Circle Awards. Look at there. Woo. Oh, it was on fire there in Kansas City.
Cool. I added it to Trakt. Andrew.
Andrew.
Oh, sorry, my cat was being a pain in the ass. Oh, God, don't stop it. Right. I'm going to go with a new movie, which I haven't seen either, so I don't know if it's going to be any good.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to go with Palmer. Palmer. Or Palmer,
Palmer?
however you
Palmer?
want to pronounce it.
I just took that
Palmer.
off my
The
Plex.
jumper,
I guess
Justin
I gotta put it
Timberlake
back.
one.
Yeah, I just seen that, I think.
Justin Timberlake.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was on my Plex, and I just took it off.
Actually, one of my coworkers
Oh, did
actually
you?
watched
Right,
it.
but I put it
Yeah,
back on.
one of my coworkers
Put
saw
it
it.
back on.
Yeah, put it back on there. So, okay, Justin Timberlake, Palmer. So, all right, so that is the pick for next week. And, honey, so we got. So, DeBeach, is he at 3 or 4 right now? Because
No, I just picked. I should be at one.
picked-
did
Yeah.
he? Okay.
The Beach is
that's
at
right.
1.
You picked one last week. Last week you picked.
The Beach is at 1. Rogers at 3.
Okay, and so is Auburn next week or me next week?
Next week is Auburn.
Okay, all right. So
Good. Now I know ahead.
I got to make sure to be checking my Academy Awards section.
Yeah.
But another thing about Family Way, Alvin and I don't know, maybe Roger and the Beach, you may have to use your subtitles because it's there's some strong dialect in there.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's a language
I watch-
dialect.
I watch a half a dozen British TV shows. I'll be good.
I don't watch that crap.
Monty Python.
I'll turn.
Monty Python. Now you're talking.
Love Monty.
I'll turn it
I
on.
love Faulty Towers.
Oh yeah.
So, all right. Well, we got that. Hey, all right. So we've got just a little bit of time, maybe for the next 10 minutes, because we'll be out of here at an hour and a half. So thanks to everyone that actually came to this show, because it says only 6 people are watching and there's 7 people on the panel. So that's
Yeah.
not good.
I closed it.
Way to go, Blue. So if you could, we'll go through
I
each of the
closed it
panel
as well,
members.
so
Oh, so there's somebody else extras watching. All right. Give a movie or a TV show that you would give as a suggestion that other people on the panel may want to check out and to watch that maybe they haven't been watching.
A movie or a
Oh,
TV
gosh.
show?
Either one. Something that's like, hey, you guys need to check this out. It's actually worth watching.
I watched a movie called The Dig.
Yeah, any good?
The Dig.
The Dig, yeah.
That was
On
a very
Netflix.
good movie.
That's Rafe Fiennes, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I
It's
thought that
a
was the
true-
whole point of the show.
It's a true story.
No, this is after show kind of,
Oh, okay.
because he may not pick that. But
Well,
this is
watch-
that show.
Okay, well, we'll watch the TV show that everybody's watching at the minute, which is WandaVision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't start it yet.
It's the only one I'm
Oh my
watching.
God, it's so
I
I
good.
hadn't
have it all
Already
on my Plex, but I didn't watch it yet. I don't know what
How
I've
have you
been waiting
escaped
for.
all the spoilers?
I haven't.
Robin?
I haven't seen them.
Wow.
Ro-
Well,
Roger said you escaped all the spoilers.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
been. I really haven't been watching anything except my own Plex stuff, you know?
Well, Blue, you and I have talked, and you haven't given me any spoilers on that, and I haven't watched it yet. I've been holding off. I'm like, I want all the season done, not like I binge it all in
Yeah.
one day, but I want the option that I can binge it in a couple
I'm
days.
very good at avoiding spoilers. Like the new trailer that came out for Justice League, I'm not watching it. I don't want to see new scenes. I want to watch the movie to see the new scenes.
Yeah.
Google's News gets me more times than anything else on my phone.
Pops up and gives you something you didn't want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
I'm
Has
still.
anybody watched Your Honor?
You're on.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about how it ended, but it was
Yeah.
it was still good. You know, I guess that you know, it was crazy ending because you had a feeling something like that was going to happen. You know, I don't want to spoil it for anyone who's going to watch it, but
My coworker said the same thing, and he was like, "It's going to be one season," and he goes,
yeah.
the end of it. He goes, He enjoyed it all the way up to the last episode. He's like, no.
But I had a feeling it was going to happen, so you should watch it, Todd. should check it
I
out.
will. I will. I
Yeah,
know that
it's short. It's a short watch, you know.
I'm excited about my Yellowstone's coming back.
Uh-huh.
So-
I'm happy. Queen of the South is coming back. Snowfall is coming back.
Oh, Snowfall coming back?
Yeah,
Snowfall's coming back. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
I enjoyed that.
and the other one there is coming out. That Kurt Sutter show. The one after
Mayan one?
the what?
Mayan?
Yeah, the Mayans. Yeah, yeah. I'm glad that that's coming back.
I can't wait for Alone. My Alone.
Yeah.
Alone. That's another one of them shows that Blue does not watch.
No,
But
you don't watch it.
No.
Oh,
No,
I don't know.
that kind of stuff.
I'm too busy watching anime.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
she
you're
has
Canadian.
no interest.
I thought you would love that.
Yeah, because it's filmed up in Canada
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
filmed
The
up
last
up
season
there.
was.
No.
Yeah.
You
I
don't
don't
watch
do,
that
I don't
all.
do reality TV crap. I don't do that stuff.
Hey, Snowfall's coming out on February the 24th.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
so
I know it's
I
coming
won't start
soon.
watching until March or April because I'm got to get a few episodes. I don't like that. Have to wait an episode. Oh, one of the things I was going to say about the show, that 13th Warrior, when he got up on the leader, and he got up on that thing, it really made me think of Game of Thrones. It was like the throne. When he
Because it was
got
all
there,
like
he
sticks
was-
kind of poking out
yeah.
and stuff.
I mean, it was all sticks poking out, but it really made me think of Game of Thrones, the
Mhm.
throne, when he got up there and died.
See, what was neat about that part is, do you remember when he basically says to the king about how he's going to die a pauper, and he said, "But you'll be buried as a king."
Yeah.
So that part was neat.
Yeah.
When he looked like a king.
Mm-hmm.
Does
Yeah.
anybody watch the movie Judas and the Black Messiah?
Not yet.
No, I didn't watch it yet.
I heard it's supposed to be good.
Very
Getting a lot of
good.
buzz. Getting a lot of buzz.
Mm.
I've seen numerous of my friends post about it.
Yeah.
I just watched.
Go ahead.
I just watched Escape at Denmaria or Demaria.
Oh yeah. That was good. What the
Wow,
prison one.
really, really
Yeah, it
good.
was really good. That was really
It-
good.
I'm not a drama guy,
Mhm.
and that was really, really good.
It was.
Escape
really
from
was.
what?
Demaria.
Yeah,
I don't know how to pronounce it.
The prison
There's a
break in
prison
New
in
York,
Chicago, huh?
upstate New York.
Upstate New York.
Yeah,
that's
okay,
it.
yeah.
Upstate New York,
I think it was Ben
I
Stiller.
watched that. It was
Ben
good.
Stiller directed that.
Right, he did. The acting in it is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, if I don't know, it didn't get a lot of people didn't see it. It was on a Star series.
Right.
It was a show called Boss. Starred Kelsey Grammer. He was mayor of Chicago, like political drama. That was it only lasted 2 seasons, but if you like good political drama, that's good. If you like stupid comedy, I suggest Letterkenny.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure
Letterkenny's
that's
awesome.
Canadian.
Yeah,
it
it
most
is.
definitely is Canadian.
And some of the best writing on any sitcom ever. It's just great, just funny.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a takeoff on Outlanders. Have you seen it? It's called Men in Kills. It takes the two of the big actors in Outlanders, and they go around Scotland. They go to visit where they make.
Yeah, Graham McTavish, I think, is in it, and Sam, eh? The two main guys.
Yeah. Well, the
I've
first
seen the
episode started
advertisements
this week.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and we're going to try to be at an hour and a half or ish.
Okay.
So, Andrew, are you here, gone, back? Give him 1, 2, 3.
4.
All right, Eddie. Anything you want to say before we go? And if Andrew comes back, we'll go ahead.
Well, everybody take care, and Alvin, I'm still digging out your snow.
Hey, I'm sorry. Listen, you're north. Well, you guys should expect that. Okay. That's
Yeah,
what
but-
you get living up there.
There's always a limit, man. No, everybody keeps saying, good show.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. The beach. Anything you want to say before we go?
I talked about the weather. It was freaking 69 here yesterday.
No way.
All right. Sliding glass doors open, rolling around in shorts and a t-shirt. Today it's like 30 freaking 4. So, and freaking icicles hanging off my wheelchair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had minus 24 with the wind chill, and that's in Celsius.
God
Yeah,
damn.
That's
like,
what.
we
Sorry,
were
that's
going
without
for-
the wind chill. It was minus 35 with the wind chill.
Yeah, minus
Oh,
26
man.
yesterday.
That's keep it up there. We'll start a
Okay.
GoFundMe page to get Todd a heavy coat and boots.
I
telling you.
swear, you know,
Yep.
some of her family have been posting pictures. I say, "Are you trying to keep me from moving up there?" Where they had like 4 foot of snow in the backyard. I'm like, "Is this like you're like trying to convince me not to move? I haven't moved yet." So, all right, Roger,
when I
anything
get
you want to say?
Let's say when I get in my car in the morning, my car says, "Leave me alone."
Wow.
Roger, what's up, buddy? Anything you want to say before we go?
We here in the high desert also got a foot of snow, so I joined you folks, and
I'm so sorry.
it's all right. It's all right. I'm not going outside till it's gone anyway, so no big deal.
Oh.
He's got plenty of time to watch movies in.
Right, right.
Now, do you have heat in the house or?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay.
It's nice and toasty. We
Okay.
got electricity, no worries.
Okay.
Instacart will bring me food, so I can last a month here.
Good enough. Miss Blue, anything you want to say before you go?
No, playing Call of Duty. Oh, getting killed.
You know what? You know, when we're doing a show,
You guys
should
are
be
just
focused
you
on
guys are
the
just
show.
shit talking right now. So
Wow.
But you should be focused on the show, not some.
look at, he keeps trying. He
extracurricular
keeps
activity.
trying this crap on me.
Yeah.
Keeps trying to be like the husband, and I'm the wife.
Oh
Yeah, that ain't
man.
That ain't happening.
Wow.
Yeah. You wait till I get there. I'll straighten that. I'm gonna straighten it out.
Oh.
Quick.
You know what? I love the fact that he pretends he's so tough when he's such a sloth.
All right, Alvin, ignore her. I'll put her in a second.
What, Blue? Do you at least have a snowblower?
No, I have a guy with a snowplow.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
I have
All
a
right.
guy that comes
Okay.
up.
I was
Never have to
hoping
worry
that
about
guy
that.
wasn't going to be Todd with a shovel outside.
Well, that will be happening too, though.
Wow.
I'm wondering about that. I haven't done that since I was young. I was young when I started the last.
I really pity you, Todd. I truly do, and I want the world to know it now, because come next year or so, you're going to be here on the show with us and saying, "Oh, my body aches so much."
How shoveling
shoveling snow. You got
No, he'll do
snow
most
in
of his
snow.
work in the bedroom.
Okay. Whoa. Whoa. Okay.
And that'll be my payment. I'll shovel snow and I won't. So, yeah. So Alvin, stay warm.
Yeah. I'm staying warm, and thanks for everyone that's here, still with us, and we'll see you guys next week. Do your homework.
What was Andrew's pick for the movie?
Palmer.
Palmer, that's right.
Palmer and
2021.
Family Way.
Yeah, the family one.
And
Those two movies.
so Todd, are we going to be on this channel Friday or the other channel?
We should be on the other channel. We should be on my
Okay.
regular channel unless YouTube
Yeah.
tries to stack copyright strikes on me.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say copyright. Community strikes.
Okay.
I hope that they don't. I went through and I've removed some stuff, and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah, what it is. I mean, if I get a second strike, what I'll probably do is remove 99% or just a ton of my other stuff. Just delete it. Because if you get 3, you're done. There's no question. The only thing is I can think on the video that they flagged, it was Streaming Matters episode 2. We talked about Metallic, and then in the title it had NFL games, and we talked about what add-ons to use to find NFL games.
Okay, I understand.
That's the only thing that title I'm thinking flagged me. But again, it was March of 2018.
Wow.
So yeah, you never know. They'll go back a ways. So let me go. You guys watch me for Friday. You'll have Roger or Alvin to be there. Blue may or may not be there. Who knows what she's wanting to do. Now she has Call of Duty.
You're doomed. She's finding ways to get that sniper rifle ready on you, shoveling snow out in the backyard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, just to give Todd and Auburn a little, when we talked a couple weeks ago about Bitcoin and you were looking it up,
Yep.
Yeah.
Bitcoin was trading at 30,000. It's up to 52,000 today.
Wow.
So you could have got in.
Wow.
Yeah.
But my next tip is look into Dogecoin.
Dogecoin?
Dogecoin. DOGECOIN. It's fairly new, and it's one of those, get $40 worth of, and you'll get like freaking 100 and some odd Dogecoins because it's like a fraction of a cent right now, and it's one of those, buy $20, $40, and maybe in 10 years it could be up with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
What, is it trying to compete with Bitcoin?
Well, I think what happened with Bitcoin is once MasterCard is going to start accepting Bitcoin as transactions, PayPal now takes Bitcoin as transactions, and Tesla. That was the big one when Elon they bought like $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin, and you can buy Teslas now with Bitcoin.
Wow.
Well, you heard it here. Dogecoin.
Yep.
Dodge. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a coin.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
So, all right. So we got the movies next week: The Family Way and Palmer. And if you look up Family Way, 1966, Palmer's 2021, brand new one. So, thanks for everyone joining, and we should see you Friday. And if not, we'll see you next week on my other channel. So make sure to check me on Dab's channel. Fingers crossed.